So this movie has an interesting concept. It says that if you get rid of your stuffed animals, that they will kill you. The opening scene shows that by this girl getting a new Barbie doll, so she no longer likes her bear and throws him away. And the movie actually does what most movies don't do, and they kill a kid. If they kill a kid in movies, it's usually off screen. Um, it's very rare for horror movies to do it. So it was not expected at all. I thought they were gonna kill the mom, but the mom doesn't die. They have a weird child abuse joke too, where she looks up if it's illegal to smack her kid, and there's a top comment that says, "Yeah, I belt mine all the time." So she goes and smacks her kid in the face. Um, just weird. The only thing kind of funny about that gag was the fact that she had already started looking it up before. Like she had already started typing it in the search bar. So she's thought about it before but stopped herself. But I still don't think it's funny for the main joke to be, oh, she just hit her child in the face. Benny just is like so iconic for no reason. I've never seen this movie before, but like I loved his voice. I loved the way he walks. I loved everything about Biddy. I loved when he said "ta-da" every time he would kill somebody. He was just really fun, very interesting character. He kinda gets thrown out, but I think the movie kinda makes an explanation why he's not mad at him without really showing it. Like really explaining it anyway, because he's gonna get rid of him to grow up and maybe get a better job or something. So he puts him with a bunch of his other toys. He kills the other toys for some reason, even though they aren't really alive. And then he like points at a picture that says Jack plus Benny, and then he just kind of leaves. So I think um, he didn't kill him simply because of that picture. He saw that Jack still cared about him. If he had got rid of the picture too, he probably would have killed him. That's just my opinion, because I think that's why they put that in there. But yeah, over a movie where the whole premise is that if you throw away your toys or get rid of them, you're going to get killed by them, it is kind of silly that he was going to get rid of his toy, but they spend most of the movie not getting killed by it. Um, there's some pretty brutal kills in here. My favorite was definitely the montage where he's just killing a bunch of people in the office and spinning around. It's just such a cool scene. Um, he also kills animals a few times in here. It took the director quite a few years to actually get the movie released, which makes sense since he was the main one doing it. I'm not judging him for it, but I did want to point out the fact that they make a lot of Prince references, like he's still alive. But by the time the movie had released, he had already passed away 2 years ago. Um, so it was very weird. Um, and they also like say that he only kills people that he loves, but then they just kind of have a throwaway line where a guy he doesn't like, Richard, was like, "Oh, why is he trying to kill me?" And he was like, "Oh, because you're a tit." Okay, that's weird. Um, they have another weird thing that doesn't really make sense where um his boss is tied up by Benny as like a birthday present, and he uses it as blackmail. Like he takes a picture of him tied up and kidnapped in his home on a chair, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I won't use this against you if you give me a raise or something like that." It's so stupid. Like, how did that work? But of course, Benny fucks it up for him and kills him. So he decides to bury Benny alive. Now Benny doesn't like him anymore and tries to kill him and everybody. But Benny ends up having a change of heart, I guess, and willingly lets the police see that he's the killer. He's the one that's been doing this. And then the movie ends with the police covering up all the dead bodies because they would have looked crazy if they told the truth. Um, Pretty solid movie. They do end with some dumb cliffhanger with the bear from the beginning and Richard's robot, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we could have a sequel." But yeah, it's a pretty good movie.